Hi, everyone. My name is Spencer Hack. I'm a first soloist with the National Ballet of Canada, and I'm very excited to be hosting today's Sharing the Stage class. Please join me in welcoming Roger Sinha. Roger is the founder and artistic director of Sinha Dance. Welcome, Roger. It's nice to be with you today.
It's a pleasure to be here with you, Spencer, today, sitting here in my backyard, enjoying the sun and your company.
Roger has contributed to the enrichment of dance and the Quebec arts community for over 30 years. Roger is a visionary, taking a singular approach that combines traditional Indian dance, contemporary dance, and martial arts, as well as theater and new technology. His passion is undoing the divides between the East and the West. He is renowned for his commitment to cultural diversity, and Roger is tirelessly redrawing the imperceptible boundary between the universal and the personal. The National Ballet of Canada is excited to be connecting with our colleagues in the Canadian dance community by inviting artists and groups to dance with us on our digital stage through Sharing the Stage. Roger will lead us through a fun class, inviting you to develop a deeper appreciation of dance through exploring his original contemporary technique, which was deeply influenced by the classical Indian dance vocabulary. By presenting a unique combination of the tendus and the dégagés of ballet, the spinal work of contemporary dance, and the mudras of Indian dance, this dance workshop will help you discover exciting new ways to move. Roger was born in England to an Armenian mother and an Indian father, and later moved at the age of 8 to Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. After graduating from Toronto Dance Theatre, he settled in Montreal and quickly became involved in several collaborations within the blossoming local artistic community. In 1991, he formed his company, Sinha Dance, and began developing his distinct hybrid choreographic language based on his Indian background and Canadian culture. More than 30 shows were on tour across Canada and overseas. His creations unite Bharatanatyam, a dance originating in southern India, martial arts, and contemporary dance. This unique fusion of influences has given birth to hybrid choreographies that are unquestionably distinctive. So, welcome, Roger. And if you're ready, let's get started.
Sure.
Hello, my name is Roger Sinha of the company Sinha Dance. Today, I will be teaching you aspects of Indian dance and contemporary dance because my style mixes up the two. Now, we don't have a lot of time, so we're just going to jump right in there, and I'm going to introduce you to the mudras, the hand gestures of Indian dance. There are numerous mudras in Indian dance. The form, which I have practiced, called Bharatanatyam. I only use about 5 mudras in there, even though there are about 30 or 40 different mudras in classical Indian dance. So we'll start off right away, and I'll ask you to bring all your fingers together like this, and the thumb held at the base of the hand. This is called patak. We'll just focus on the hand for the moment. Let's not worry about the arm. Patak. Fingers tried to be as straight as possible, thumb held at the base of the hand. Now we want to always keep our fingers straight, even as we open up our hand to Bala Padma. All the fingers separated, including the thumb, separated from the hand. Bala Padma. Now, we're going to do Kataka Mukha. We're going to pinch the thumb and the index finger, pinch it, and then the middle finger. The other fingers are stretched out, and the hand is flexed. That's important to notice that the hand is flexed. Kataka Mukha. Often we see Kataka Mukha in this position, in front of the chest. Now, any of you who have ever done meditation, you will notice this hand. Chunkachuchu. Okay? The thumb and the middle finger held together and the other finger separated and in a curve. Notice how it's curved, as opposed to this, where all the fingers are straight. The chunkachuchu is all the fingers curved, and we often see it when people do meditation. Okay? Last one, mukula. All the fingers connected to the tip of the thumb. Mukula. Like this. Okay? And often we have the wrist bent in this fashion like this when we do Mudra. So I've just showed you some of the hand positions. We're not going to worry too much about the positions of the arms. I'll introduce that to you later as we do the movements that I'll be showing you. Now, to go through all these mudras, I have created a warm-up, starting with the Pataka hand. We'll take this hand, and we put it in parallel position with the palm parallel to the ceiling. And we will start off, and this is a warm-up that goes through all the mudras that I've taught you. And we start off doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, Pataka hand, 7, 8. Now we do opposition. We go to the right, and to the left, and to the right, and then we come back to this position again. Then we push out, and straighten the arm with our Alapadma. Often we have Alapadma with straight arms. Then we come back here to Kataka. Very important that the elbow is higher than the hand, but lower than the shoulder. So we have a nice position like this with a bit of space in between the hand and the chest. Now we just drop it and relax, only for a second, because we're just going to float up with a movement I call oiseau, bird in French. Okay? And then we come to Mukula, then back to Shankachuchu, and then we open up. So you don't have to memorize this. I'm just going to go through this 4 times, 2 times on each side, and well, you will just follow me. Okay? We'll try it with some music. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. To the right, to the left, to the right, back, here. Push out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, down, 7, 8. Wazo, Mukula, Shukachuchu, and open again. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. To the left, to the right, to the left, and here. Push open, here. Open, here, and down. Wazo, Mukula, Shukachuchu, and open. Last round. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. And here. Just follow me. Here. Push out. And Alapati. Kakamuka. Relax. Wazo. Muka. Chuchu. Last one. And 3, 5, 6, 7. And here. Here. To the left. There. Open. Straight arms, straight fingers. Relax down. Float up. Mukula, Chuchu, and all right. Those were the mudras, warming up the hands. Now we're going to go into port de bras. Now, I'm sure many of you are familiar with port de bras in ballet. We have this position, and then we have this position, 5th position, arabesque. Well, I've created port de bras movements to go through all the different arm positions that we could possibly go through in my movement style. So, some of them you've seen before. We'll start off with this one, 1, 2, and here, 3, 4. We've done this already. Now something new. Down here, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, I'm just going to go turn to the side. Notice how everything is in angles here. Elbow and the wrist. Everything is in angles. I call this my Nijinsky position. Any of you who are familiar with Václav Nijinsky's piece, that's why. Then we just straighten out. Everything's straight. Coming up here, it's like a 5th position in ballet, except the fingers are together. And now we come in this position here. Palm towards you, the audience. And then we're going to flex the other way with the wrists. And then we're just going to do 3 of these, like waves, waves, and open. Don't have to worry about memorizing this. Just follow. I'll put the music on, and just follow me. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Out 1. Up 2, 3, 4. And down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Down 1, 2, 3, 4. Open. We'll do it again. The legs are parallel. 1. Toes pointing forward. Here. Out. Up. Here. Here. And. Again. Opening up. You only do that 3 times. Last time. And. 1, 2, 3, 4. Open. Up. Here. Here. And 3 times. And we open up. I open up with an alapata. Why don't we just keep doing this? We were in parallel. Now we're going to turn our position. First position in ballet. We do similar arm movements. Here, here, here. Now we go to the side. Side. We do, the arms are doing what the feet are doing. Going to the side. Out to the side here, up, here, to the side, 3 of these, 2, 3, okay? With me, we'll do this twice, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, down, 1, 2, 3, and open. 4, again, and 1, 2, 3, 4, out, up, toward, here 3 times. Just follow me. And, okay. We're going to do that again, but what I'm going to add now is a demi-plie. Now, notice in my feet that I do demi and stretch. We've all done this, demi-plie. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add the heel that's lifting. Heel up and down. Heel up and down. Up and down. Up and down. The hips stay exactly where they are. They just go down and up like an elevator. Don't go to the side. Like an elevator goes down and it goes up. Now, I'm going to add the arm movements to this, okay? So we go 1, 2, but we stay there. Come up, 3, 4. Down 5, 6, come up 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4 to the side, 5, 6, 7, 8. Out, 1, 2, 3, and up, and here, and here, and we do so 1, 2, and 3, opening up, 4. We'll try this with some music. Okay, we'll do this twice, just follow me. Turn down position, heels up, as we do it every day. And 1, up, 2, up, 3, up to the side, 4, up, out. Follow me. And side, down, 1, 2, 3, opening up, 4, again, and 1, 2, 3, 4, out, up, here, side, and down, away, way, opening up, alapata to finish off. Alright, so we've done arms, we've added the legs in there. Now we're going to go through some basic exercises, which maybe some of you know already, which if you've done ballet or other tendu exercise. We'll just look at the feet, and we are in parallel position. We go 1, 2, point, 3, 4. To the metatarsal toe, and back, and point and back. Other side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And of course, in my work, we have to add the arms. Do you remember the first 4 arms that we did? We did here, we did here, we did here, and we did here. And now we go back to here again, here, 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 because we're only doing 4, okay? So we do 1 and 2, 3, and 4. Other side. And 1 and 2. Going down 3 and 4. Now, just to remind you, really straighten out the fingers like this. Don't relax the fingers, and we keep the fingers together, okay? And the thumb held on the base of the hand. So I don't want to see a lazy hand. I want to see a pointed hand. Just as you would point your feet when you do point your toes, you're going to point your fingers. We'll try that with music. Just follow me. 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1. And back. And 2. And back. And 3. And back. And 4. We start again. Other foot. Right foot. Here. Right foot. You're doing the mirror thing. Here. Again. And 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Other side. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. We will do now this in turned out position. So, as again, we go to metatarsal, point, come back to metatarsal, heels together. This time we'll do one leg at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8. And we add the arms. Here, we've already done this here, here. Now, remember when we're in turned out, we go to the side, so we go to the side like that. So we do 1, other leg, 2, other leg, 3, other leg, 4. And then we start again. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. This is very much like this, coordination. That's really what this is all about. Coordinating the arms and the legs. And I've simplified things by just doing one mudra hand, the pataka hand. Okay? We'll try this with the music. Four times. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1. Other leg. 2. Left leg. 3. And 4. Start again. And 1. 2. 3. And 4. Again. And 1. 2. Straight fingers. Point the toes. And 4. Last time. And 1. 2. Now we're going to do dégagés. We'll do dégagés in turned out position, and we'll do it only to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, to the leg, 6, body straight up. The left leg is plié, bent, and we come back 7, 8. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lean into it. 6, body straight, pelvis straight. 7, 8. Of course, we have to add the arms. Alapadna. Come in, Katakamuka. Wrists flexed. Alapadma, wrist straight, not like this or like this. Come in, Katakamuka. Just try this quickly. Alapadma, Katakamuka. Remember, the hand is lower than the elbow, it's lower than the shoulder. So we don't want to get this position like this, okay? It'd be the same as doing a position like this in ballet. It doesn't look very strong. We want a strong position. Take a ballet position that you've seen here, and bring the Katakamuka in, and there you have it. Remember, Katakamuka, thumb, index finger, middle finger, the other 2 fingers stretched out. Now, when do we do this? Arms straight out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, lead 6, 7, 8. Other side. 6, 7, 8. Okay, we'll try this with the music. 4 times. 5, 6, left first. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other side. 6, 7, 8. And again. And. Let's do it again. One more time. Again, and. Okay, we'll stop. Now, we've done tendus, we've done dégagés. We need to get the legs moving a bit more. So what we're going to do is, in this exercise, we're going to go through all the mudras. We haven't really looked a lot at Mukula or Shakachuchu. This is where we're going to do them. So, just for the legs, your left leg is from behind, you're in turn-out position, and we just do brief brush. 3, going through the first position. And you step forward. Brush, 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 legs bent, back, 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 step forward. Attitude leg, meaning bent, bent in the back, bent in the front. Now the arms. We start off first, Ala Padma, Kataka Mukha, in Pataka, like this position here, okay? Then we just drop the elbows, Shukachuchu, meditation position, then Mukula. Let's try that again. Ala Padma, Kataka Mukha, Pataka, Shukachuchu, Mukula. This is how it happens. We're in Ala Padma, arms straight out to the side, okay? And we brush forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, step 8. Now the other leg, right leg. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Meditation position on 1, 2, 3. Low legs, not high. 5, 6, 7. Last one, 8. And we stay with an attitude, leg in the back, knee up, foot pointed, and we just stay there. Plie, Kataka Mukha. Stretch, arabesque. And then kick through just to release the leg, okay? You can kick through with a straight leg or a bent leg, it doesn't matter to me. We'll do this once each side, okay? So that we can go through all the arm positions each side, okay? We'll do this relatively slow. Let's start on a Padma. The left leg back. 5, 6, 7, and 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, step 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pataka 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Stay 8. Mukha the hand. Stay there. Just follow me. Kataka Mukha. Stretch the leg out the back, arabesque, and kick forward. Okay? We're going to try this again, a little quicker. Okay, we're going to try this now the other side, the right leg, but we're going to do it a little quicker. Okay? Anapadma. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. And we step forward. And here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pataka 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Back leg I'm just going to show you from this angle. Pointed foot, knee is up, go through Katsukabuka, arabesque, kick forward. Okay. All right. Now in 40 minutes we don't have a lot of time. I just gave you some basic exercises using mudras, combining them with movements of the lower body, which many of you are familiar with already from ballet or modern. But I think you would like to know where this leads to. Well, I'm going to show you a short choreography that you can practice. We'll do it just to one side only, and I think it'll give you a sense of how I use these movements in combination to create a choreographic phrase. We shall start. We just start in neutral position here, and the first movement will be 1, 2. Now we've already seen this movement with the arms, right? From the very beginning, and we go into a lunge. I use this position often in my work. Front leg is bent, back leg is straight. 1, 2, and then we go back 3, 4. I use this position a lot also. I call it actually a kung fu position because it looks like something from kung fu. Both hands are pataka. This hand is like you're shielding your face from the sun, okay, which we need to do a lot these days because it's very hot out there. And this is basically you're protecting yourself. From a kung fu position, it's like you're protecting yourself from an attack. I actually, before I did dance, I was in the martial arts for many, many years. I actually have my black belt in karate. Okay, so we'll start again. From here, why don't we just actually face the diagonal, the direction in which we're going, okay? To your left diagonal. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the arm comes down. Katsukabuka 5, 6. Other hand, the left hand is Alapadma 7, 8. And here we are in this position where the leg is over across the right knee, the left knee. Okay? So try that again. That's complicated. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we dive 7, 8. We've seen this already in these positions, pataka hand. So then we go to our right leg into a bent position towards our right angle. Okay? We'll try again. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. Come through 3, 4. Alapadma 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll try that a few times with the music. Okay? And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Both legs bent here. Again. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I realize this position is probably the hardest. This left leg is slightly bent, over crossed. Some of you have done yoga, you maybe might be familiar with this position. Over cross the knee, foot pointed, turn down. After here, 7, 8. Easy. We go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? High lift, head up. Alapadma, both arms bent. Straight leg in the back, bent leg front. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 5, 6, 7, 8. I call this almost like taking your sweater off movement. It's like you're taking your sweater off. Okay? Right? So we just add those two on. So we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alapadma position. Then from here, 1, 2. Remember we saw this position with the pliés? 1, 2. Kick 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3 kicks. Not too high. Just 90 degrees, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We go from counting to the ala palma like we've done before. Adding on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then from here, stretching out, turned out with your right leg, passe, in an angle that way. Stretching out ala padma, and we're leaning over. So we've just done the last kick. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we do the other side. 5, 6, 7, 8. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? Again. Let's just take it from the kicks. And kick, kick, plie, kick here. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? We'll do that once. Okay? From the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Those arms stretch out and they swing back in. Out and swing back in. Last movements. We've done here, 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 here. From here. Now this is going to be a little tricky. You're going to do a turn here with an attitude leg. Attitude meaning the knee is up and the leg is bent and the foot is pointed. Now, we're doing a mirror. So I'm turning clockwise. You have to turn counterclockwise, okay? So from here, you turn counterclockwise and just run forward. I just want you to run forward, okay? So we do it from 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Counterclockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I'm just going to keep on going right now because it's very, I think it's very easy what comes next. You jump backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 6, 7, 8. That's the end of the choreography. We're going to do this. I'm going to do this 4 times, okay? With a bit of a break, 8-count break in between. It'll give us a lot of an opportunity for you to follow and watch the choreography. I have to take a drink. Ready? All right. We're ending up this class with our choreography 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, count to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3. We're looking up. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Down 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7. Stretching out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ready to turn. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. When we jump back with Ala Padma. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Count 1, 2, 3, 4. And 7, 8. 1, 2. Kick, 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 and 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, and 5. Turning. 1, 2, 3, 4. Running forward. And back. And here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. High lift. And ready to turn. Turn. Back. Last time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Really put into it. 1, 2, attack. 3. And here. Done. 4. And 1. Soft. Take your time. Breathe. Kick, 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 and back. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and turn. Back here. Boom. All right. Well, that was my short little brief introduction into Sinha technique, contemporary class that I teach, mixing Indian dance and contemporary dance. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you can keep following us on Facebook and Instagram, and maybe sign up for our newsletter, sinhadance.com. Namaste. Thank you very much.
So thank you so much, Roger, for that wonderful class. I really enjoyed seeing how you've combined many aspects of different dance forms together to create your own technique and your own way of dancing. It's something that I hadn't seen before, and it was really beautiful to experience. So thank you so much for sharing that with us today.
It was a pleasure. Thank you. You're welcome.
My first question is about your company. It's my understanding that you're celebrating your 30th anniversary this year. So first off, congratulations. That's such an amazing accomplishment. I'm wondering if you could share with us what inspired you to start your company, Sinha Dance, and if you could tell us about the different kinds of workshops and teachings that you offer, as well as how you've had to pivot because of the limitations of the pandemic.
I started dance late in life at the age of 23 after studying economics at University of Toronto. I realized that was not for me. And then I started in ballet, actually. Well, sorry, actually I started in jazz. Then I went to ballet, seriously, for 2 years. I even spent a summer at the Winnipeg School of Ballet. And then, well, that didn't quite work out. So then off to contemporary dance at the School of the Toronto Dance Theatre in Toronto. After 2 years, I decided I wanted to work professionally, and off to Quebec City to dance for a company called Dance Partout for 2 years. Then following that, I moved to Montreal in the early 90s. I danced with numerous choreographers, Sylvain Aimard, Irani Stamou, Ellen Blackburn. But I've always just wanted to create. Even from the very beginning, I've been trying to invent new and different ways of moving. And so I decided to start my own company. It was after I had a really important experience and success with my solo Burning Skin, which was about my experiences of racism in Canada. The piece was very, very, very successful. It toured Canada from coast to coast. It was presented in India, in the UK, and well, it put me on the choreographic map. So I thought, and from the recommendations of my colleagues and my friends, says, Roger, you've got something here, something new, something original. Why don't you start a company and see if you can keep pursuing that? And for me, it was like a yes, because really, I really, really wanted to create something from my own experiences as a human being, as a South Asian person, as an immigrant, and Sinha Dance was born.
Fantastic. Um, so in terms of what your company is working on right now, I know that you offer many different kinds of workshops and classes. Like, how have you been able to sustain that through the times of COVID?
I'm very techno savvy, so I know how to work quite well with Zoom.
Hmm.
I had a an opportunity to create a piece on the School of the Toronto Dance Theatre. One of many pieces I've created on that school over the years. It's my alma mater, and I always have a pleasure of going back there and teaching. But then COVID hit, so I am the staff, Pat Fraser, suggested that we try and do it on Zoom. So there we were on Zoom working with, I can't remember the number of dancers now offhand, but I would say working with about 20, 21 dancers on Zoom. And that was a major challenge. As you probably well know, and all of you know, the issue of latency makes it very difficult for dancers to move together in a unison way. So that basically you have to throw that out the window because it's just not going to work with 20 different dancers in different cities even, because some of them were sent home. Some of them went home to Victoria or to the Yukon. And so that was my first experience with teaching on Zoom. And I learned a lot and developed different ways of working within that context. And then I said to myself, well, well, maybe I can offer Zoom classes. And I offered several different classes. I do also part of my teaching as well is Bollywood contemporary style movements. So most of you, I think, are familiar with Bollywood. I don't know if I need to explain that. And I tried that. I did that on Zoom for the summer, and I had a lot of people just join up for that. And then after that, well, I decided with my company, why don't we try and teach my class, the same class that you took, on Zoom. So, I turned my guest room in my house into a studio, big enough for me to do movements on, and that's how I proceeded with teaching. But I've done other things as well on during COVID, and I can tell you about that a little later.
Fantastic. Thank you. It's amazing just to hear how everyone has become so resourceful and we've all had to adapt our practices, to our bedrooms, and just seeing the work that's been done has been really inspiring. So my next question is about a new creation of yours that you're working on. It's called 2M, and I'm wondering if you could tell us a little bit about that and how you're developing it and where it's at. And yeah.
2M, 2 meters. I don't think many of you would understand what that means. It's the distance. Most of it understand also it as 6 feet. It's the distance that we need to keep from each other
Mhm.
during our social distancing. So it has been the thing that has preoccupied us the most, of course, over the last year, year and a half. I cannot not do something about that piece, about that experience in my creative work. Listen, I started my career with doing a piece about my experiences with racism. I'm not saying all my pieces are about my own personal experiences, but a number of them are. So I decided, well, why don't we do a piece about what we've been experiencing during COVID? So it's not just about social distancing is a physical thing, two
Mhm.
meters or 6 feet. This is what dancers actually do every day when they're working with other dancers, when they're working with a group. They have to really negotiate the space between dancers. So, pretty well, that is what the piece is about. And there are many elements of that reflect what we have gone through during COVID.
It sounds like it'll be a very interesting thing to see once this is beyond us.
It's something as a mark in history, something to look back upon as we move forward, something to reflect upon. Yes, I know a lot of people will want to forget this experience, but a number of people I think will want to be reminded of what we went through. And I think it'll be an important historical element that we will look upon as we go through the reflection upon what we experienced during these very difficult times. I know also after 9/11, there was a great deal of art created after that significant event. And I'm sure that there will be numerous artistic expressions, writing, poetry, theater, visual art about what we have gone through. I'm just contributing to that.
Oh, fantastic. So, Roger, I understand that Sinha dance has a wealth of expertise in teaching and cultural mediation work. And the company is pursuing work with dance students as well as a diverse public, including non professional dancers. So, could you tell us a little bit more about that?
Many years ago, I had an idea to create a work um, which would incorporate non-professional dancers. The whole, I guess, term flash mob would be appropriate, though it wasn't really a flash mob because flash mobs, people get together for a few hours and create something and then they present it. This was weeks and weeks of rehearsal. And I decided that why not incorporate Bollywood? Now, Bollywood is a very popular form of dance that we see in movies, Bollywood movies. Um, very, very expressive and very dynamic and very often very joyful. And I thought that with a non-professional public, all volunteers, that would be something that would interest them more than, let's say, doing something which was contemporary dance, purely contemporary dance, which might, I don't know, might make some people might be a bit shy about participating in something like that because of the notion that contemporary dance is always very serious and complicated in terms of movement. So I decided to create this event. I hired a Bollywood choreographer because I mean, yes, I know classical Indian dance, but I don't know Bollywood, and it's another particular art form, and I didn't feel comfortable trying to imitate Bollywood movement. So Deepali Lindblom, Bollywood choreographer in Montreal, helped me create most of the Bollywood moves, and then I inserted my contemporary dance in it using many aspects of classical Indian dance in the work. Though in Bollywood, there is classical Indian dance in Bollywood, but there's a lot of folklore, a lot of popular dance, there's even hip hop. Pretty well, anything goes for Bollywood. And so we created this. I think the first time we did it, we had over 90 participants. I also hired 6 professional dancers because you need to have help working with all these vast numbers of people. So they would help me teach, and also they would be involved in the dance as well, because many of these non-professional dancers still had a bit of a difficult time following the movement, remembering it. It's a lot of memorization. So if they would have someone more familiar and knowledgeable, a professional dancer near them, often in the case it would make them a lot easier. So basically you seed number of professionals in the group in order to make it easier for people to follow through. And then actually it got picked up as well by other organizations. They heard about this. The National Arts Center asked me to come and do this work with Ottawa participants. And I came to Toronto and I worked with the Aga Khan Foundation as well as the Brampton City, the city of Brampton. I came to work with the city of Brampton as well during one summer, and I created 2 different. I forgot to tell you the name of this. It's called MAO for Montrealiwood. And then basically we call this now MAO on the Move because we're moving to different cities and creating this event. So the city of Brampton, as well as the Aga Khan Foundation, also promoted this event, and we did it in Toronto as well. And we hope to continue doing it as well. So that was my work that I did with volunteer, non-professionals. Oh, we also did it for Older and Reckless with the support of Claudia Moore, who I'm sure you all know and are very familiar with. She did a smaller version of it, and we did it at Harbourfront Theatre a few years ago with a more limited group of people because we're doing it inside a theater. So we could have only maybe 30 or 40 people as well. And everywhere I go, I hire local dancers to help to teach the piece. because the rehearsals are usually once or twice a week, so I can't go back and forth once or twice a week to Toronto or Ottawa. So I hire local professional dancers, and they teach it, and I come in maybe once a month in order to see how the work is going, and that usually is a good format that works quite well.
Wonderful. So you mentioned Mao on the Move and mentioned that it's moving around from different cities. For people who are interested in getting involved, how can they do that?
Whenever we do an event, it usually takes a promoter or a presenter like Aga Khan or the City of Brampton or Old and Reckless to create this event, and then they will put announcements out about this group project looking for non-professional dancers, and there are no auditions. I don't audition. No, anybody come and is welcome to join up, and then we just set up when the rehearsals are, and people just are show up. But we have to also treat this like a professional experience. You can't just come and go like a class. If you're there, you have to commit, and usually it's a 8-week process, twice a week, 2 hours a week, that people have to show up for. Of course, we understand some people miss it once in a while, but generally, if they miss it too much, we will just sometimes say, listen, you've missed too much material, and I'm afraid I don't think this is going to work out for us. So there has to be there has to be a professional commitment to doing something like this, because we're going to present it in front of a public, and we want to do a good job. So usually people will see an announcement of this in different Facebook is probably the best way to announce this kind of work. You post up in Facebook, the people see it, and they show up. But that is say that is one aspect of my work. I do teach that, but this workshop was more my contemporary work that I do, particularly mixing Indian dance, classical Indian dance, Bharatanatyam, with contemporary dance. And the way I do that is actually quite simple. Most of the stuff from the upper body is Indian dance, and I work a lot with the mudras in Indian dance. And below the waist, I do tendus, dégagés, grand pliés, grand battements. And then I end up doing a combination that will combine these two elements to create a choreographic phrase that people will learn. And I'm hoping find challenging, but at the same time, enjoyable.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Roger,
Good.
for being with us this afternoon and for leading us through a wonderful class. I really enjoyed it. So thank you so much for sharing the stage with us today.
Thank you very much, Spencer. You have a good year too.